Hello and thank you for joining us on ERi-TV. This is English News Broadcast. It is exactly 10:30 p.m. in Asmara, and I am Salem Berhane. The following are the top stars. Merhaw Qudus became national champion of 2022. Awards to outstanding students and teachers. Russia to send Belarus nuclear-capable missile within months. Burkina Faso gives civilians 14 days to evacuate ahead of military operation. Eritrea's Road Cycling Championship 2022 that commenced with the time trial competition in Asmara on 24 June, Friday concluded today, 26 June, with road race. As a result, Merhaw Qudus, member of the American EF Education Club, won the 171.7 kilometer men elite competition riding 43.3 kilometer per hour and became national champion of 2022. Nathaniel Tesfatsian finished second and ERi-TV from Eritrea Club won third place. Accordingly, ERi-TV becomes champion of under 23 category, while Milkias Qudus and Samson Habte from Eritrea Club finished second and third place, respectively. At the women's elite, the under 23 category that covered 110 kilometers, Mona Lisa Araya from the southern region became winner of the gold medal, while Sanet Welde Mikael from Sarair Sawa Club and Adiam Dawit from Denden Club became winners of silver and bronze medals, respectively. Lim'at Secondary School in Asmara provided awards to 43 outstanding students that scored 3 to 4 in the National School Living Examination, as well as exemplary teachers and one janitor. The award included trophy, medals, and certificates to outstanding students and finance to exemplary teachers and staff members. Congratulating the awardees, Mr. Yamana Andewarki, director of the school, said that as education is the base of all development, and that commitment and interest of teachers is vital in the development of the teaching-learning process. Mr. Abrahalle Arrafainer, head of the southwestern branch of the Ministry of Education in the Central Region, and Mr. Masfoun Weldesillase, head of basic education, called on the awardees to give more concentration to their education for better outcome in their future educational career. At the event, 96 students that attended first aid training were graduated with their certificates. In the same vein, vocational training was organized to 259 youth in Dubarwa subzone, and the Maso Award was provided to 18 outstanding students that scored higher points in the 2020-2021 8th grade national examination. The PFDJ Cultural Affair, in cooperation with the Commission of Culture and Sport, organized training to 130 youth in script writing and choreography. Mr. Kahsai Gabrihiwet, coordinator of the training, said that the theoretical and practical training included traditional dancing of all ethnic groups with a view to keep their originality and amalgamate them with modern dancing. Mr. Kahsai also said that 1/3 of the trainees were females and commended the interest they demonstrated during the program. Speaking at the conclusion event of the training on June 25, Ambassador Zamede Takhle, Commissioner of Culture and Sport, said that the training will have significant contribution in preserving the rich traditions in the country and called on the trainees to contribute their part in the development of cultural activities. Following a short break, we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned. Russia will supply Belarus with missile capable of carrying nuclear warheads after the president complained about nuclear armed NATO flight coming close to the Belarus border. President Vladimir Putin made the announcement yesterday as he received Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko in Moscow. In the coming month, we will transfer to Belarus Iskander-M tactile missile system, which can use ballistic or cruise missile in their conventional and nuclear versions, Putin said in the broadcast on Russian television at the start of his meeting with Lukashenko in Petersburg. At the meeting, Lukashenko expressed concern about the aggressive, confrontational, and repulsive policies of Belarus's neighbors, Lithuania and Poland. He asked Putin to help his country mount a symmetrical response to what he said under nuclear armed flight by the US-led NATO alliance near Belarus's borders. Russia will supply Belarus with missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads after the president complained about nuclear-armed NATO flight coming close to the Belarus border. President Vladimir Putin made the announcement yesterday as he received Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko in Moscow. Burkina Faso's army has given civilians 2 weeks to evacuate vast areas in its northern and southeastern region ahead of military operation against insurgents, it said on Friday. The West African country's army this week ordered civilians to leave two large military interest zones to protect them, but did not specify how long they would have to evacuate or where they should go. One of the military zones in a rural area of around 2,000 square kilometers bordering Mali in the northern province of Soum. The other covered about 11,000 square kilometers on the southern border with Benin and is mostly national park land. Reuters was not able to determine how many people reside in these areas. Army spokesman Yves Dieder-Bomoni said at the press briefing that a delay of 14 days will be accorded to residents' population to join safer zones and that it is very important to be able to distinguish friends from enemies, and didn't provide further detail. Military source told Reuters the government would provide support to the displaced. The government did not immediately respond to queries. Burkina Faso has been battling militias active in the region, some with links to Al-Qaeda, since 2015. And now let's remind you the top stars. Merhaw Quddus became national champion of 2022. Awards to outstanding students and teachers. Russia to send Belarus nuclear-capable missile within months. Burkina Faso gives civilians 14 days to evacuate ahead of military operation. That's all with the news for tonight. Thank you for being with us.